And now that the power is back on in Moore County, North Carolina, investigators are working to zero in on who shot the two electric substations, leaving tens of thousands of people in the dark for days. CBS News correspondent Michael George is in Carthage, North Carolina, with more on where the investigation stands right now.
Anne-Marie, good morning. The manhunt continues for the person or persons responsible for what investigators are calling a deliberate attack on two substations here in Moore County, North Carolina. Now, we're outside the sheriff's office where they tell CBS News there is currently no arrest warrant, but they are working with the FBI to try and identify the suspect. Now, the big question here, what was the motive? Was this domestic terrorism? Was it vandalism? At this point, it remains unclear, but there have been several online extremist threats to the power grid. What authorities are saying is the substations were damaged by gunfire, and the perpetrator or perpetrators knew exactly what they were doing. Now, the outages were first reported Saturday, knocking out power to 45,000 people. And it took nearly 4 days to get the power fully restored, even leading to a state of emergency. There's a reward of $75,000 out for information leading to an arrest. Anne-Marie?
Thank you. I want to bring in Neil Chatterjee now to discuss the threat to power grids here in the U.S. He is the former chairman of the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission. I'm really glad to get a chance to speak to you right now. So, things are getting back online in Moore County, but we're also hearing news of similar style attacks in the Northwest. I think we're talking about in Washington State and Oregon. What are you hearing about this? I presume when we hear similar attacks, we're talking about gunfire again?
So, according to some reports, there have been up to 6 attacks on substations in the Pacific Northwest, and at least 2 of those attacks bear some similarities to what took place in North Carolina, in which the perpetrators used gunfire to attack this critical energy infrastructure.
We had heard before, and some of our correspondents had reported that there was chatter online about that, people encouraging similar behavior to what we saw in North Carolina. I don't know if there's a connection there. But the conversation that we've been having over the past week, though, is just about how vulnerable our power grids are. We kept on talking about how vulnerable the the software systems might be to an outside attack. But this was really a lo-fi attack. Why are we so vulnerable in this way?
So there has been an increased focus on looking at the cybersecurity of the grid in the last number of years, and that is incredibly important to do so. But we can't neglect the physical security of our grid and our energy infrastructure, but it's a challenge. So after a similar attack about a decade ago in California, the commission I used to lead, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, took steps to implement standards to protect the most significant substations and power stations in the country. So those large substations are protected today. What's happening in these smaller instances is we're seeing that some of these substations fall through the cracks, that their voltage is low enough and they're small enough that they don't have to meet the same requirements that these larger, more critical facilities do. The challenge is we have so many substations throughout this country. It's such a large surface area, such a significant footprint. It's not practical to have a guard at every single one of these facilities. So what we need to do is look at pragmatic, modest improvements to deter this kind of behavior in the future.
So then what does that look like? When we talk about our infrastructure, often we talk about, the aging infrastructure, energy infrastructure in California, say, that's responsible for fires there, the aging infrastructure in Texas that couldn't handle that snowstorm. I can't imagine there's additional resources to now boost security in many of these places.
Well, for many of these smaller substations, the security requirements are basically have a chain link fence. And you don't have to make a massive investment to replace that chain link fence with a concrete wall. You could put sandbags in front of some of the transformers to protect from the impact of gunfire. You could create some distance between the substation and points of accessibility. Some of these improvements wouldn't be that cumbersome.
We keep talking about kind of the high-level security measures that we need to undertake, but you're talking about some basic stuff that doesn't cost a lot of money that could really be a deterrent and make a difference. Neil Chatterjee, thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.